Thanks for staying with us for this latest episode of The Broadway Show. So glad you're here.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met.
We fell hard for Noah Reid as David's partner and husband in SCHITT'S CREEK. Now he's making his Broadway debut in The Minutes. That's why he's this week's fresh face.
I'm Noah Reid, and I play Mr. Peel in The Minutes. The theater has always been a huge part of my life. Toronto has an amazing theater scene, and I grew up going to lots of theater, and early on decided that it was something I needed to be a part of. I think I did my first play when I was 6. I played Oliver, and then my first professional play was when I played Chip in Toronto's production of Beauty and the Beast. And it was during that rehearsals for that show when I first came to New York with my mom and, wardrobe fittings and seeing the show. And that was an incredibly special experience, to kind of enter into New York in a behind the scenes way as a kid. Probably difficult to overcome that. My parents were probably like, oh God, this kid's gonna want to do this forever. I got a phone call from my agent suggesting that being a part of this play, The Minutes by Tracy Letts, was a possibility. Tracy's work speaks for itself. He's one of the greatest, if not the great American playwright of our time. My wife and I both read it, and we just kind of looked at each other and we were like, if this can happen, we got to find a way for it to happen. I love being able to shift gears creatively, and the Amazon show Outer Range is such a gear shift for me, character-wise and tonally, and then to be in this world of The Minutes is such a totally different character and a different way of storytelling. I think both of those projects really kind of speak to the American identity.
But you got me, and I get you, and you get me.
And the music for me has always been a place where I get to just say what it is that I want to say, whatever's going on in my head. I'm really drawn to projects that have something to say. Every so often I have to check in with myself about whether or not I have anything to say, and music seems like that's the place where I can do that.
Welcome and bienvenue, welcome.
Cabaret was a fun thing to do on SCHITT'S CREEK because I knew I didn't have to be good, because it was Patrick, it wasn't me. I didn't have to be the MC, that would be insane. Of course now, The Minutes is happening at Studio 54 where Alan Cumming, did that part so brilliantly. I think I would have trouble following in those footsteps, those dance steps, It's not really a strong suit of mine. So I'm terrified of musicals, but I love to watch them.
No way you're never gonna shake me, ooh darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby.
I guess I hope that people who know me from television will come and see this show. From my own perspective, I love to see plays. I love to see people who I know from television or film on stage because it puts them in real time and real space. I think there are probably some similarities between Patrick and Mr. Peel in that they both want to be seen as like nice, good guys. Hopefully people who come expecting Patrick will get a little shock to the system.